I staged my own abduction in a warehouse, forcing Preston, my fiancé's nephew, to choose between me and my stepsister Felicia. Without hesitation, he abandoned me. Worse still, he assaulted and threatened me at the hospital afterward. I endured it all in silence, secret LI recording every act of his betrayal and cruelty. Now posing as a victim, I have moved into the estate of Francisco, Lancaster Preston, Sanko, and the true head of the family. I am no weakling to be trampled on. I am the hunter who set the trap. From now on, those who betrayed me will pay a price from which they can never recover. The Maybach glided down the Brooklyn Queens Expressway at 80 miles per hour. Its interior, a quiet, climate-controlled sanctuary. Francesco Lancaster sat rigid in the backseat, a tablet on his knee, playing a loop-ad video sent anonymously to his private server 3 minutes prior. On screen, his nephew Preston Carson, whom he'd trusted with the merger agreement, turned his back on a woman begging for her life. He chose his stepsister over Annelise Phelps, the key to the entire Phelps-Lancaster merger. A cold knot formed in Francesco's stomach. Not pity, he barely knew Annelise, but pure, unadulated rage. Preston's incompetence, cowardice, and recklessness were dragging the Lancaster name through the mud. Sir, Stella said tightly from the front seat. With the warehouse is fully on fire. Francesco looked up through the tinted windshield. A black smoke plume rose against the gray sky. Orange flames licking the old shipyard building's roof. Stop the car, Francesco ordered. Sir, firefighters are on the way. The area is safe. And your public image. I said, stop the damn car. The Maybach screeched to a halt 50 yards from the burning structure. Before the wheels stopped, Francesco had his door open. He knew the risk breaking the reclusive, fragile persona he'd spent years building, but the asset inside the fire was worth billions. And he would let his nephew. I stupid, destroy it. The heat hit him like a punch. The air smelled of sulfur and burning wood. He ignored Silas, shouting his name and ruled that the Lancaster head should never rest himself. He ran toward the side entrance, staying in the shadows of the tall cranes. The metal door, warped by heat, hung off its hinges. He kicked it open. Thick, choking smoke billowed out. He pulled his shirt collar over his nose and stepped inside. Annelise, he roared. But the fire swallowed his voice. He squinted through the haze, eyes stinging, as wood and pallet collapsed in sparks nearby. Then he saw her, curled in the far corner, away from the worst of the fire, but with flames. Creeping closer, she was not moving. Annelise heard heavy, confident footsteps, no frantic rescue worker, but a man who owned every step. She held her breath and went limp. Strong hands grabbed her, fingers pressing her neck for a pulse. She waited 2 beats, then let out a weak, ragged cough. I've got you. A deep voice rumbled against her chest. A loud crack echoed above. A fire-eaten support beam gave way. Francesco reacted instantly, throwing his body over hers to shield her as the burning wood crashed down. Searing pain exploded across his shoulder blades, stealing his breath. He grunted but held her tighter, pressing her face to his chest to block the smoke. Elisa's cheek pressed against his shirt, expensive fabric, sandalwood cologne, now mixed with scorched wool and skin. His chest was solid, muscular. The rumors of his frailty were lies. We're moving, he gritted out. He lifted her easily and ran, sent Annelise lightly from the pain but not stopping, until they burst into the cool afternoon air. Silas and the 2 bodyguards rushed over, forming a Holman wall. They reached for her. Get back, Francesco snarled, eyes wild. Annelise seized the moment. She woke up, thrashing in his arms, screaming in panic, clawing his shirt, popping 2 buttons and scratching his skin. No, please, she shrieked, eyes wider and unfocused. Annelise, look at me, Francesco commanded, tightening his grip to trap her arms. You're safe, I have you. She stopped struggling, blinked, and focused on his face-clenched jaw. Shoot, smudged on his cheekbone. Dark, intense eyes. She shone back in terror as he set her in the Maybach's backseat, looking at him like a wounded animal fearing another blow. It irritated and intrigued him. He was used to fear of his power, not this raw terror. Paramedics rushed over, but Annelise lunged, grabbing his ruined jacket's lapel. Knuckles white. Don't leave me, she whispered, voice cracking. Francesco waved the paramedics away. Drive, he told Slayer, stop, to the hospital. Handle the fire department, no witnesses, no reports with my name. Understand? He climbed in beside her and slammed. At the door, silence returned. Annelise curled into the seat corner, hugging her knees, shaking. Francesco watched, pulled out a clean white handkerchief, and held it out. She hesitated, then took it, wiping soot from her face. Francesco's gaze dropped to her wrists, red, raw rope marks against pale skin. His eyes narrowed, and the car's temperature seemed to drop sharply. Annelise lowered her lashes, hiding the calculation in her eyes. The bait was taken. The hook was set.